done an update on the FD for a while, have you?
No, they don't know the colour.
What?
Ding 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 ding. I thought it was the Thomas the Tank Engine theme you're doing there for a sec. And the FD is back, and oh boy, this thing is bloody amazing. I'm doing my best to show how awesome this paint job is, but I don't think the camera's going to do it any justice. This thing has to be seen in person. Actually, that was a good touch. It looks purple on my camera.
Yeah.
So, good point. That is blue, and camera's picking it up as purple. But anyway, as I was saying, you've got to see this in person to really get the full effect of how mint this paint job is. I'm talking to myself, Sanj.
He does that all the time. He has some great conversations with himself.
Should be used to it by now. So Blake and the team at Kenny Customs did a great job. The paint colour was all Blake's idea, and he's done a great job. Certainly something special. This ain't Thomas the Tank Engine, mate.
FD's head dramas lost the turbo at reunion. Girls are driving, we blame them. I was in Andrew's car, it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, separate cars.
Sheesh, brought it back, pulled all that apart, bought a new turbo off as it packed. Carrot G40, new manifold from John at Strange, new 4-inch dump pipe. Went to put it on, and then Andrew was fishing in the front housing because it was full of water. Took the motor out, sent it up to Stu. He pulled it apart and found water seals are gone. That's why the water was in the housings. Rear housing at some part of its life had like an 8mm bolt or 6mm bolt go through it. Who knows where that come from? It looked like it went through ages ago, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have it at RE. Depends whether we can get it tuned in time.
Jaysen's over there making a new gasket for the turbo return because it's motor time. Engine's going in the hole tonight. This bad boy over here, fresh build. Nice. Big turbs. New turbo, new manifold, new everything. How good. More power. So this is obviously the original motor, but with a whole bunch of new bits. Built by Stu Lorden. Big studs in it now. So more boosts. All the studs. Hold all the pussies in. Mint.
How's it going?
Great, mate. So
Yeah?
what's this about problems and not solutions?
Oh, well, you can't actually put that on tape.
Oh, you're talking about Andrew and Jaysen or something else?
Work in progress. Getting there though. Machine looks great, as we can tell. Gearbox to go on. We have a nice little trail of gearbox oil.
Ooh. It's like a dead body's been dragged around.
Yeah. It looks like we've dragged something from the from up there.
Alright, welcome back to another video. We're on a roll. 2 in 2023 so far. Long may it continue. So as promised, the next video is about Jaysen's FD, and as you can see, it's up on the hoist, getting the love and attention that it deserves. What's the problem?
Got no dowels for the clutch / flywheel. Relies on the bolts, and it might not be where it's supposed to be, if you know what I mean.
I guess you don't want any or too much pressure on the threads, right? Which is why the dowels are there to help locate it as well as.
Well, the dowels keep it central, so because these are always obviously bigger than what they need to be, so the whole clutch can sit off like slightly, and then it can start ruining shit, which is not good. Look at those studs in there.
30 psi, here we come.
At least 80 psi.
God, the beefy, eh?
12 mil maybe? Might even be bigger. The thread's quite big.
Look at that. That's a decent chunk. My whole fingernails in there. But yet, no compression loss whatsoever, which is pretty amazing. You can have shit like that happen and she still goes.
So it makes you wonder if, I guess, how long it's been like that for, right?
Probably went to a couple of events with that.
Oh yeah, easily.
Pulling like 9,000 RPMs.
Good piece for the mantelpiece.
Yes.
Jaysen hasn't been hiding the car away, obviously, so a lot of you probably know the colour already. But for those that don't, here she is. Kind of hard to see at the moment, but that snail poking out there is a Garrett G40 of some variety. And John at Strange Workshop put together the exhaust manifold, which fits nicely in the FD. It still amazes me to this day how big the bloody turbo housings are on rotary turbos. That turbine's just as big as some of the compressor housings on smaller engines, or piston engines, should I say. His turbine housing is the size of your compressor housing, probably.
Oh, mate.
To be fair, the Garrett turbos are smaller frames to the. If you go to the equivalent EFR turbo, it'll be bigger again, but they're so efficient at a smaller size. I mean, that's giant, don't get me wrong. So you like your Bridgie then, Sanj?
I love it, mate. I love the Bridgie. Yeah, I love the sound. I mean, I do miss the sound I got from my unique extend port that I had. With the Bridgie, it's great when it sits in the traffic light and the whole car just rocks away like that. It just sounds so much more aggressive and
Shaky.
yeah, it just fits the profile and the look that it has right now.
Giving up?
So many bits that we haven't got in stock.
No stock.
We have everything here, but we don't have something that's that small.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
We need 3 of them.
You do, but we don't.
Alright, it's another day. Jaysen has the dowels now and clutch is already on. So today is about getting the gearbox and all the other bits and pieces back on. And we'll see where we end up. Ooh, look at this. That's the big boy. It's clutch on.
Yep, dowlies.
What was the solution for the dowels in the end?
I think he got them from the MP Auto Parts, upper hut. So he found one. It was in his bag of stuff that he left at home strategically.
Nah.
One dowel, but then the other 2, who knows where they're gone. So he got 2 from MP Auto Parts and yeah, chuck them in there, chuck the clutch on, bloody good to go.
That's just that fella.
Jason's just cleaning up the brace or torque brace, power brace, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, yep.
Those big metal things that holds everything together.
MX-5s have them too, eh?
Yeah. Those things. RX7's got them as well.
That looks familiar.
Aeroflow parts, thanks to Steve at Stealth Ride or NZ Automotive Fittings. Jaysen had this strategic bag of goodies at home, which it's not very handy at home. Handier like with the car, you know?
Bloody Jaysen. Now don't drop any bolts down the intake manifold.
What I'll do is I'll sit these just here.
Yeah. Now sit them on the into the manifold.
Yeah. I'll balance them on this throttle cable. Rack.
Right,
Yeah, so let's try and we tighten all those fittings there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making good progress, nearly there. I guess the last little step here before the drive shaft goes on is, was it the bearing or the little clip?
Just a clip for the release bearing.
Because it's a pull type clutch, right?
Yeah.
Needs to clip in. So it's the last little pain in the butt thing to do. And then the drive shaft. So I've got the power braces in.
Come on, Anu, you done yet?
Maybe. Send it. You put like 5 mils of fluid in.
Oh, you're distracting me now, come out the top.
You gotta be focused on that, Jaysen. Oh, you jumped on my leg!
Oh, fuck yeah, that's what you get.
Whoa! Fucking shit going everywhere.
This is when you have to take the top off.
This is why I got rid of my slug gun. Slug gun.
Slug gun?
Yeah.
I tried to get the top off with my hands and turn it on. Is it dripping out? I was just thinking that I was doing,
Look at it. Go, go, go.
I was just thinking I was doing so well not to get covered in the shit.
What a mess.
This is why you don't use those shitty sludge guns. Use an oil transfer pump. Way better.
Because it looks like grew away.
Fucking messy job. Don't buy those fucking sludge guns.
Huh?
It's lower than the filler, isn't it?
Yeah. See, there we're just about going like that. It's fucking close.
Yeah.
So what's next steps then, Jace?
The radiator's like half here, right?
Yeah. Just trying to work out this intercooler piping, well, the intercooler to the turbo piping. And then once that's sorted, pretty much radiator in, and then it's finished.
So I can start it up and get it tuned.
Yeah, we'll just wait for Stu. Stu's going to come down and just check everything's all hooked up right. And then it's good to go after that.
Alright, so we'll leave it there for this one. Don't know if there'll be another video out before Jaysen's up going up to Reunion, so we'll update you when we can somehow on how it goes. Otherwise, we'll see you at Reunion. Ding, 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 ding.
Messy job. Don't buy those fucking sludge guns.